right, welcome to the Two Men with Mics podcast. I am your host, one of your hosts, Bobby Joe, and my other host here.
I'm CJ. I want to do it to you again.
Yeah.
I'm CJ. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's all right. Hey, so, man, I know it's been like maybe over a week, but what's been going on with you?
Not a lot, man. Just I guess trying to. I'm gonna do the typical reaction or saying. I just enjoying life. I guess.
Enjoying life?
Yeah, just enjoying life.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. So you probably know this about me. Some of our viewers don't, but I always feel like I got to be doing something. But yesterday I did absolutely nothing, and it felt good. I felt like I should have been out being busy, but what's that saying? Just because you're busy doesn't always you mean you're being productive. So
Yeah.
I just sat on the couch and I watched that series on Netflix, Startup, which is really good. If you haven't checked it out,
Yeah.
it's a real good series. Really
Yeah.
good.
I've never heard of that before, actually.
Yeah. People were talking about it on Facebook, and I said to myself, well, let me check it out, see what's going on. So I did, and I'm hooked. I think I'm on on season 3.
So what's
But the premise
placement of
here,
it? Yeah.
so basically, it's about this young lady who's the next best thing. It's called Gencoin, kind of like Bitcoin or whatever. She brings in this other guy. It's basically 3 people that you think would never run in the same circles. One of them's like this Haitian dude. He's kind of lives like on the seedy side, projects, whatever. She's smart businessmen. They deal drugs, do other stuff, but he's in on it too. So and then there's a corrupt FBI agent. But basically, these 3 people go into business together. The young lady who came up with the code, she writes code and does all this stuff. So she had her business stolen out from under her. So they started a new business, but she just can't let it go that her business was stolen from her. So, but they're dealing with basically the Russian mob. They're backing the guy who stole the business from her. It's a tech guy. They hack the systems, whatever. Upload some what is that? Like a virus. So they were gonna kill her, but it's like different levels to it. They're dealing with the Russian mafia or mob, and then then they add the other 3. They add some other people, and they're just trying to take their business to the next level, along with this crooked FBI agent who's been hassling them and stuff like that. So, man, you'd have to watch it. It's real crazy, but I'm hooked. I watched like 8,000 episodes yesterday.
It
So
sounds
yeah,
interesting. It actually
it
sounds
is.
interesting.
No, for real. Check it out. But yeah, so, but yeah, man. Another thing I was thinking about, and I know we might be a little late, but I wanted to get your opinion on it. There's just certain people that it seems like everybody just, pardon my French, shit on, and I feel that way about Cam Newton. Like people just, it's like we gonna shit on Cam. We're gonna take shots at Cam. Now I know you heard about him getting released by
Yeah.
the Patriots. So I also think he's like one of these people who can't get out of their own way. Because basically, from what I'm hearing, he was cut because of violating some COVID protocols. And then he went to go see a doctor. And I just kind of want to get your thoughts on him being cut, and like, even in the past, people just taking shots at him in the media, or just
Well,
basically not being respecting him. But go
that's what I
ahead.
was going to ask you about when you say people taking shots at him. I was kind of trying to figure out who were you kind of talking about when you say they take shots at him all the time.
Like different players in the league. It
Okay.
seems like not a whole lot, but like I think recently, and I'll have to go back and do the research. One is receivers, former receivers on the Patriots, with the number change, and it just seems like sometimes just people. It's like he's this punching bag for people.
Yeah.
And even like with the young man on the video that went viral, that was like kind of being disrespectful to him. It was on my mind, and I just wanted to what you thought about it, because it's just kind of crazy. Like these people just take these shots at him.
Well, as far as them taking shots, even at the kid that this kid was at his football camp at
Yeah,
Cam Newton's football camp and was
yeah,
disrespecting him.
yeah.
And that kind of goes along with bad kids today and how kids are being raised today. So that's like a whole other subject.
I would
But
have beat the brakes off of him if that
yeah,
been my child. But go
yeah,
ahead, go
yeah,
ahead.
exactly. You know, I would probably choke the life out of it. That kid still
Yeah,
just been waking up today, and that happened over a year ago. So,
yeah,
um,
exactly.
so I think that with Cam Newton, I think is I guess I'll be at one of those a hotep maybe or something right now.
Right.
I think his aura that makes him
Mhm.
so that people come at him the way they do. I think he has like this aura of just where it just make you want, like people have certain things about them, certain auras. Some people
Right.
may be a sexy, women. You know what I'm
They,
saying.
they they attract ridicule. It's like it's easy
Yeah,
to
it
yeah.
attracts, and the thing what happens with him when it happens so much with him, I think it has changed him because he's in a spotlight now, you know, and then you read about it all the time. Obviously, he's reading about the stuff he see things people say and do. So it affects any person, and I think it's affecting him even more of a negative way now,
Hmm.
where he's changed as a person. But the way that he's changed, he's opened this door open more for people to do the things that they're doing and say the things that they're saying about him. Um, personally, he might be a great guy. I don't know him, but I guess in a sense, I guess he seems okay. But at the same time, it keeps happening, so there's a reason why these certain things are happening. It may be things behind closed doors. You know, him being a certain type of person behind closed doors.
Hmm.
Um, but kind of off of that, but still on Cam. Did you ask me about him leaving the Patriots or
Well,
no?
well, yeah. I mean, just about him being cut, and and,
Okay.
and then and then the second part. You can keep going on that, but then the second part. Do you think another team will pick him up? But yeah.
All right. But first, I think what happened is, and just from what I've been reading, it seems that he just wasn't. I mean, Mac Jones was the one was teaching Cam Newton plays out of the playbook. Now, if it's true, now it's just the things I read.
Hmm.
They even, I guess even more credible source, Sports Illustrated and the rest of them, they actually published this and said, hey, he was getting taught by Matt Jones, the rookie
Hmm.
that was just drafted number 15th in the draft.
Okay.
You've been there for a year and you got the rookie teaching you things on the playbook that you should have known. Then it turned around. Cam Newton had multiple MEs. I don't know if you know what that is.
No, that's a new one to me. Hey, school me. I
It's in the football when you're doing preseason, even in the games, they're called MEs, and they put them in the books, in the playbooks or stat
hmm.
books. They're called mental errors.
Oh, okay.
He had just he had a lot of mental errors when Mac Jones didn't have any mental errors when they were
Hmm.
saying when it was time to when you ran through these processes. Mac Jones was not having mental errors, but Cam Newton was.
Okay.
So then you turn around and Mac Jones was running a 2-minute drill. He was running a no huddle offense. Cam Newton was not running a no huddle offense, was not running a 2-minute drill. In football, you have to be able to run a 2-minute drill. So he
Right.
wasn't running
Right.
those things. So that therefore is kind of another thing. Well, did you know the playbook?
Right.
Because you're not running a 2-minute drill. You're not running the no huddle offense. You have to be able to do a no huddle offense in the NFL, obviously, because it's ran so many times, and obviously in hurry up offenses as well. So those are things that maybe on the side, and they're looking at him like, we just put you up to upwards worth of $14 million contract,
Right.
and you're acting like a bench quarterback when we have the bench quarter or second string quarterback that's out here being a first string quarterback, and we got him at a lot less a contract. I might not need you. And
Right.
the things that you bring along with yourself as a coach, and I'm just gonna run this over. As a coach, and we're looking at coach's eyes. As a coach, you're acting like a second string quarterback, but I'm paying
Right.
you as first string. So
Right.
I'm looking and I'm like, man, you're about to be a second string quarterback. I don't need all the press publicity, all the things that you bring along with you, out there in the media as a second string quarterback. You never hear anything about second string quarterbacks other than or they might get this rep, or they might be starting this time because of whatever reason. But you never hear anything outside of that when it comes to second string quarterbacks. I put Cam Newton on my bench. That's a distraction because of all the other things that he bring along with him outside of just being a second string quarterback.
Okay.
So, cut the loss. Give him his $3.5 million because he had a $2 million signing bonus, then another 1.5 guaranteed. Right? Cut him loose. You got what, 12 million, 11.5 or whatever it may be. My math is terrible right now, but that you can have and you're still under your cap.
Right.
So I'm not saying I get it, but I can see a lot of things, that why not,
Yeah, that makes sense. And I wanted to address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
COVID. And from what I'm hearing, that he's not vaccinated, so he's missed some valuable time being, not being available because of issues with COVID. And from what I'm hearing too, when he left the team, he was supposed to get tested daily by, people affiliated with the team, and he didn't do that. So it goes back to one of the things I was thinking about too with Cam. To me, he's like one of these people that just can't get out of his own way.
Yeah.
Because you know what you're supposed to be doing, and then you decide, okay, well, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do this and that. But I'm sure that he was well aware of the guidelines and what the team laid out. This is what you need to do, and then you didn't do it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm hearing too, that was the last straw. The COVID, and they had enough. And, then you got Mac Jones, and he's the heir apparent. He's supposed to be the future. So, I would have cut him too.
Oh, you would? And I thought you were actually Team Cam. I thought you were.
No. I think people take shots at him, but no, I would have cut him too.
Yeah.
Because when is enough enough? When is enough enough?
Exactly. And that's why I say he brings a lot of extra attention that's not needed at him, like you said, with that COVID thing, and I think what he did miss 2 or 3 days or in a preseason game too because of that whole situation or something like that, or he came back in time. I can't remember, but it was right around the time.
Yeah.
So
I think it was.
Okay, so yeah, so you're doing all that. You're acting like let's say a high schooler at this point. Why not? You know what I'm saying? And then you turn around in preseason. He hit that second string quarterback over here, just went through 380 something yards preseason, 2 touchdowns. You turn around, you threw I think 100 yards, 1 touchdown, and then an interception. So,
right,
sometimes numbers don't lie.
Yeah. It's crazy because I don't know, I still don't know if anybody's going to pick him up. I'm sure somebody will get injured. Some quarterback is bound to, heaven forbid, go down, and they're going to need him. But because he's not vaccinated, because everyone was talking about possible landing spots. One of them was Washington.
Yes.
But which I didn't know, Ron Rivera is immune compromised, so he can't have Cam around him.
He can't have Cam nowhere near him.
Yeah, if he's not going to get vaccinated. They said maybe Atlanta, because McCarron went down. I think he's out. Who else did? There was. They were saying the Texans. I don't know with everything going on with Deshaun Watson. But I don't know. I don't know if he'll get picked up. I hate to say, I don't like to get into the COVID debate, but. His ass better get vaccinated if he wants another job. So
I think he like I said, and another thing is he willing to be a second string quarterback too?
Yeah.
Are you willing to be a second string?
I don't think he is. Yeah. I think the Patriots did him a favor by letting him go at this stage, so he could try to catch on with somebody else. But I know I haven't heard anything, so. I don't know. He's probably back here in Atlanta now. That's one of the reasons why he left the team to begin with, because I think see the doctor and he wanted to see his kids.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting he's from Atlanta, so I don't know.
Yeah, I do too. I always forget about that too. I like I said, I think are you willing to actually be a backup and then maybe fall into that starting position, maybe after an injury or maybe a bad performance by that starting quarterback. I mean, to be honest, I think Cam Newton has a couple of more years left in him, as a quarterback. I really think he does. Right. So, as I forgot what movie Cody was from, but it was like, don't waste, why you wasting your talent, Randy, or something like that. I can't remember where it came from, but don't waste those 3 years, man. Don't waste them over being just silly, just silly thing.
Right. Right.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Well, I tell you what, I wish him the best, but like he said in his Twitter post, don't feel sorry for me. Which he's got all this money, and I'm sure someone will hopefully pick him up. We'll see. I don't think this is the end for Cam Newton.
Yeah, financially he better be all right, because I think in Carolina he racked up over $100 million.
Oh, so, yeah, he needs to be. He should be all right. Yeah.
Just off the contracts alone. So you have sponsors and everything else. So if you did $100 million just off your contracts over Carolina, that little $2 million that you made, 2.5 or $3 million you made just now, the Patriots, that better be pennies to you right now. You know?
And I'm sure he's got some businesses. I think he has I want to say he has a cigar bar here in Atlanta. I could be wrong.
Okay.
I don't know, but yeah. So definitely, I hope, and he'll land on his feet. He'll be all right. But I also want to talk to you again. I know we brought it up before, cancel culture, and 50 Cent and his insensitive remarks regarding the death of Michael K. Williams. I don't know if you were, been following it. Michael K. Williams was found dead in his apartment yesterday in New York, and 50 Cent made some insensitive remarks. I was trying to find them. I think he said, "Damn, if you didn't see Raising Cane's, check it out. That fentanyl is no joke, killing the clientele. R.I.P. Michael K. Williams." 50 Cent wrote that on his Instagram. So it's, people have been all up in arms and like, fuck 50 Cent and, when are we going to cancel 50 Cent? And then one of my Facebook friends posted today, she was like, I could see why he was shot 9 times or something like that. which is funny and fucked up at the same time. Yeah. I was like, the shit was kind of funny, but yeah, I mean, so have you been following? What do you think about his remarks?
I did. You know what? Shockingly, that is the first time I heard that. I mean, I did read something on his Instagram, 50 Cent's Instagram, where he had something about, I couldn't decipher it though. It was something about Michael K. Williams, but I couldn't decipher it. But I knew it had to be some type of beef, because he said something about beef, and then he was like, he's a different type of Negro. So and then I just like, I don't even want to know. At that point I was like, I don't know, whatever, man, just whatever. So because I couldn't decipher it anyway. So
right. I mean, but people are talking about canceling him, and I mean, he just seems like an asshole. Hey, I like his music, but I mean, I was a little shocked when I heard about the death of Michael K. Williams. I remember him from The Wire, and and he's been in a few movies, and he was on the rise, and it was just like just like that. And they're saying maybe it was an overdose. I know he struggled with addiction.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
He was on the Breakfast Club, I think it was, when I watched his interview, and he was talking about the struggle, or is it struggle with addictions?
Yeah.
And I think, and it was almost per se that he was like, man, you get off him, come back on him, hit him, this and that and the other. He said struggle, which, addiction is a day-to-day thing, so, you can get off of it, and every day is just, literally every day is day one.
Right.
So, it's just sad, kind of unexpectedly. So, I mean, like I said, good actor. I like the guy. I mean, I liked him a lot. It's funny because I remember reading when he said he did Omar in The Wire, which, real quick before I say anything about that, well, actually in The Wire, he said in The Wire, because of the drug thing that they did with that, he struggled more with drugs then because of the setting of his character in that role. And even though he was just robbing for drugs, but I guess just the mention of the drugs and that he said he struggled. He was bad. He said it was bad at that time just because the character himself, Omar. Here comes Omar coming. I used to love that line. Omar coming, but
man, that was my show too.
Yeah. Still rated #1 best series.
Man,
that I've seen. I read.
They had it on Amazon Prime for like a while. It was free, but I think you got to purchase it now, man. And then I can have it on DVD. But man, it's like to me one of the greatest series of all time. The Wire.
That's why I said I just read recently, not too long ago. The Wire is still rated the #1. I think it was whoever rates series and stuff. Right. It's still rated the #1 series up till today.
Hands down. Now, season 2 was a little slow for me.
Yeah, but, definitely. But I went to the docks. I'm like, let's get off these docks.
Exactly. So when I watched it again, I skipped over season 2. I went from 1 to 3. I was like, I don't want to watch this because I know it's boring. But R.I.P. Michael K. Williams.
Mr. Michael K. Williams, man. Let me get some trivia on him real quick. Let me see how much you actually know him.
Oh, I'm about to tell.
I just asked you 3.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I asked you 1 honorable mention. Do you know how he got the scar on his face?
No, and I was wondering because I was watching CNN and they were interviewing Sonja Sohn, and I forgot the other dude that was in The Wire, the guy that played the crackhead, the black guy. I keep forgetting his name. Bubbles. Yeah. They were interviewing them this morning on CNN, and they were showing pictures of him. I forgot how I heard the story, but I forgot how did he get the scar again.
Okay, so he got the scar. When he was at the age of 25, he got into a bar fight, and the guy cut him across the face with a razor blade.
Dang.
Yeah, terrible. All right. So, did you know what he did before he was doing movies?
I know this one, but then again, I don't. I'm terrible.
I think you're gonna fail at all these.
I am because this is just showing I hadn't done my research.
Oh, come on! Sorry, though.
I can't. What did he do?
He was a backup. He was a backup dancer in a lot of videos. So, the one he's most known for is the Madonna video. He's a backup dancer in there, but he's a backup dancer. So since you know a lot of movies, I'll ask you. Let me look.
I gotta get this.
All right. Do you know what character he played in the movie Superfly? Did you see Superfly?
Yeah.
Did you know what
he was? I don't remember the character's name, but he was the one. He was the supplier that went and got that taught he had his own dojo. He taught arts.
Okay.
And he was something about, you know what? He's like, what belt am I wearing or whatever? And he said black, I think, or whatever. And he said, but he doesn't parade around wearing a black belt or whatever. He said, people leave me be.
Yeah.
If I walk around with this black belt on, someone might want to test me.
Okay. Yeah. You know the movie in the line.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. I got that movie. I actually bought that movie on Google Play. So yeah, I watch it every now and then.
Okay. So that character name was Scatter.
Yeah, Scatter. That's right, Scatter.
So I give you 2 more questions. Just one is going to be on music again, and then the other one is just one more movie.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right. He played in. I'll make this one a multiple choice type of question.
All right.
Which one did he play in? Purge, Anarchy, or The Purge?
Purge Anarchy.
What character was it?
I
think you're guessing.
I am. Was I right though?
Yeah, you're right.
No, you know why? No, I kind of wasn't because I don't remember him in The Purge, just the first one, right?
Yeah, I was trying to remember the one after The Purge, Anarchy, where they went through the hood, but I couldn't remember the name. Was The Purge something?
Yeah,
and that was the 2: The Purge, Anarchy, and that the one I can't remember the name of. I was gonna put those two and see if you knew, but I knew it'd be easy. But he was just Carmelo, the freedom fighter in the Purge Anarchy.
Oh, okay. Because I knew he was like, he's not the first one. But yeah, go ahead.
All right, and this last one, this is about music. I'm gonna give you one that I'm gonna see. Not only is this gonna test your knowledge of him, but it's gonna test your blackness.
Okay. Oh, I'm in trouble.
We about to cancel you as a black man, I think. But he was in a multi-series video. It was a video of the same song, and it just became a series, but it was a song. You want me to just tell you who it is? And if you can tell me who the character is.
Wait, should I tell you? Wait a minute. Okay, so it was a big artist, big name artist. Right?
Big name artist. Very big.
Michael Jackson.
This, matter of fact, the artist worked with Michael Jackson, produced one of Michael Jackson's songs. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what. Being a black man, there's only one person that made a video into a series, and it became like, I think it was
R. Kelly.
Yes. I think you're guessing, but okay.
Yeah. When you said he produced a song, I was like, R. Kelly.
Yes. R. Kelly. Do you know what character he was? Oh, in fact, tell me the name of the video, the song.
Wait a minute. It's not the one with Mr. Big in it with Ron Isley.
No.
I don't know. I'm terrible.
Trapped in the Closet 1 through 59,000. Because you had about 30,000 of them. Same song, just a whole series. And he was actually the cop that R. Kelly was sleeping with the cop's wife. And the cop pulled him over.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just a little trivia. That's all.
I never would have guessed those. Yeah,
your black card is revoked.
Yeah, I gotta do some research.
It's good, man.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, that's gonna do it for another episode of the Two Men with Mics podcast. As always, it's been a pleasure, and I hope all you guys out there watching, listening, please tell your friends to go to hit that subscribe button on YouTube.
Yes.
Make us hot. So yeah, but CJ, you got anything in closing? Any check out some social medias or anything you got?
Nah, I don't have social medias other than my to be honest, I'm gonna take that back. I thought about it over the weekend, but you know how you say all your magic happens on your Facebook page?
Yeah.
All my magic actually does happen on my Snapchats.
Snapchat, hey.
Yeah,
Yeah, can they text you or can they leave? Because I'm not.
I don't. Listen, I don't even know the name. I think it might be CJ2U or CJ4. It probably CJ2U. That's all I know about it. With Snapchat, I just usually just show my screen to somebody. They boom, bing, and all the extra stuff, and they got my name. I never even look at the name. I'll have it next week.
Well, if they can't find you, they've also got the two men with mics at gmail.com. If you got any questions or comments, hit us up. We'll get them on. And of course, me, B Joseph on Facebook and Bob Big DeVoe on Instagram and Twitter. So of course, once again, it's been real. I've been Bobby.
I've been CJ.
And you guys take care, and we will see you next week.
Later.